welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, Daniel Marino. Say hey.
Oh, hello. Hi. Hey.
He's also known as Melbourne City Vigilante. So I'll add his details down below. Add him on Instagram, Facebook. Have you got Twitter?
No.
Okay, no Twitter.
Never learned how to use it.
Twitter's
I mean, you didn't really even tell him I'm a cosplayer either. No.
Oh yeah! Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, I've been cosplaying 4 years. My main one is Green Arrow from, well, the series Arrow.
So awesome. So awesome. Insert photo here.
And then I do Daredevil from the Netflix series. That one's a newer one I just tried out, and the reception from that's been pretty good, so yeah.
Honestly, check out his photos. They are awesome. Now, today we are going to talk about Infinity War.
Oh, don't get me started.
Warning, spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't seen the film, get out. Get out now. Go to the cinema and go watch it now.
Plus, we warned you, so...
We warned you so you can't get mad. Well, what was your initial reaction? Well, there's so many reactions, so the first one.
Pure shock. I didn't have any words for that.
Well, I was pissed off about Loki. He's my favourite character.
Didn't even last that long either.
No, they gave him 5 minutes and boom, he's dead. And of all deaths, they just strangle him.
I was a bit annoyed at how they handled the Hulk, in a way, I suppose. More or less just because...
And he couldn't get back into the Hulk. Why?
Yeah, and he gets the crap beaten out of him by Thanos, and that's, it. He feels emasculated and doesn't want to come back. He doesn't want to actually, come back.
Apparently the reason why they didn't bring the Hulk back is because it gives the actor a chance to shine.
I suppose that's fair. I don't know, he at least he can sort of think for himself and talk now, but...
I know, he talks more. Talks a lot more.
I like it. It's good.
Oh, what was your reaction at when Gamora, that scene?
I'm man enough to admit I teared up at that.
I didn't think he would do it, but it's Thanos, so he's going to do it because he wants the power.
When he started tearing up, and Gamora says, crying because you don't get what you want for once.
But that's where you know.
That's where,
she's going.
And for everyone wondering what happens to Red Skull, he ain't dead.
No.
He's the
he's the protector of the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
He's a semi-good guy? I don't know.
No, he's nowhere near a good guy. He's just trapped.
No, he's not.
Yeah, when Thanos teared up and basically Red Skull says to Gamora, it's like he's not crying for, the tears aren't for him.
Yeah.
And then, that was...
And then the second I heard that line, I'm like, you're going down, Gamora. Sorry. But it was so sad. And they full shoot her falling down and then... How about the end? Spider-Man, that was sad.
Well, no, that was just one of the casualties. I mean...
I didn't know what was happening, to be honest. Like, the scene he went, I'm like, alright, what? Why is everyone turning to dust?
See, that was the one thing where it gave everyone hope when Thor, basically stabs him in the chest with the axe, and then he looks at him and goes, should have gone for the head, and I'm like, and
that's where you knew
crap.
It's gone south.
That was...
I felt bad for Vision, because more for Scarlet Witch, because she's basically destroying the love of her life. But then Thanos is like, kills him. He died twice.
I knew the second he had the time stone, I'm like, he's there, he's gonna undo it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh well. But a lot of people got pissed off that Doctor Strange gave him the time stone. What were your thoughts on that?
Look, I was annoyed at that at first, and I was very confused, but...
There's a reason for it. That's why he did it.
I mean, he saw however many possibilities of the future, and one where they won.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's why he gave him the stone, because in that future, that's what he does.
Yeah, and that's why he exchanged this time stone for Tony Stark's life.
Because they need Stark alive in order to actually, in order to beat Thanos in the end, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I've read into a lot of theories. Apparently, they kept Nebula alive for a reason as well.
Well, I know...
Apparently, she's going to steal the gauntlet from him.
I didn't know that.
What do you think of Mantis?
She is funny.
Not a super fan, but it's funny the moment she has with Drax.
Yeah.
Not Drake, Drax. For 2 years, I've been calling him Drake.
Yep. That was Yeah, no, she's funny. I like her. She's very, very. She's not very intelligent when it comes to certain things, but
she's very helpful. Like when she had Thanos in that sedative trance, her powers were working, and she goes, "Look, we don't have much time. Get that gauntlet off." But then your mate got a little bit narky.
Look, I get his reasons though, but like I understand how he was traumatized. He was sad that.
I get it, but all he had to do was wait just a few more seconds, wait for them to remove the gauntlet.
They actually had it off. They actually had it off, like literally. Thanos, like, so they had the gauntlet here. Yeah. It was at this point Thanos had to basically just go grab it and pull back. That's like, oh no, I don't know. I'm just angry at Star-Lord for that one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are, but he turned to dust, so meh.
My theory is everyone that turned to dust, they're coming back. But because they got rid of Black Panther by Spidey, where they're getting sequels to their movies, so that makes no sense.
Well, my mum was saying, oh, how come they're all dead? I mean, there's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I go, who's going to star in it? Rocket? The Rocket movie?
Well, it was just an obvious thing. I mean, there are certain characters that were fully killed off in the movie.
Yeah.
And and then these characters. So therefore, for a fact. I mean, my theory though for the next one is the reason Stark's kept alive, and well, from Avengers 4 set photos, you see a lot of the cast in their Avengers 1 costumes.
Yeah.
And you see Ant-Man or Scott Lang. Yeah. Stark makes something that lets him travel to the quantum realm and lets him travel back in time, essentially, in order to actually. Which is why Ant-Man's meeting Captain America from the first Avengers movie.
Okay. In the comics, it's actually Nebula that takes it from him. And apparently she gets a little bit power hungry, but apparently she changes time.
I think she'll have a part in it, but you saw the gauntlet, right? The gauntlet after he snaps it. No. After he snaps his fingers and makes whatever happens.
It's
gauntlet
weakened.
Looks...
thrashed.
Looks broken nearly.
Yeah, it's weakened because he's... genocide. That's a big thing.
But you had a theory that maybe what was the guy's name who made the Stormbreaker? We'll call him Dinklage for now, just because.
Yeah. Tyrion.
Your theory was he made a weakness in the gauntlet, didn't you?
Yeah. So obviously you don't want to make a weapon of mass destruction for a bad guy. So you think we need a plan B in it, like a self-destruction kind of thing. He's used the power, the gauntlet is weaker now, maybe that is the thing, or maybe there's something else to it.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a limit to how much you can use it.
Maybe. I don't know, I think he put a weakness in once all 5 stones were accomplished. Maybe Thanos can do one big thing, but then if he ever try to do something that big again, it's gone.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of people are saying when he did the genocide, was he part of that... And that's why he was in the Soul Stone, that orange world with Baby Gamora.
I still don't think he was part. He got put. He was.
Well, I don't think because he's the one that clicked it, so I don't think he is part of that selection.
All I remember is
him. They're saying he was kept safe in the Soul Stone world or something while all that was happening. Vision's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's
twice
gone. You got Heimdall. He's done. I think most of it he has Guardians. I'm curious what happened to Korg and Valkyrie.
Yeah. Well, I actually read a theory that Valkyrie somehow may have escaped to help other Asgardians.
Maybe.
Was
she on the ship at the end of Ragnarok? Or what about Korg though? Because I mean, they can't introduce a character as great as Korg and not have him in another movie.
Well, he might have been with Valkyrie helping. We don't know. A lot of characters weren't in this movie.
Yeah.
So we'll see. How about Hawkeye? He wasn't in it. Yeah.
So people are thinking he becomes Ronin, which is another version of him in the comics.
Okay.
That has more of a mask in that because he's under house arrest and he's basically a fugitive. So, he can't go out as his normal Hawkeye self and without getting noticed.
But a lot of people are dead.
No, well, yeah, that's...
So he's like, he's alive.
I get what you mean. Or what about... Same with Ant-Man. The reason he was... I think because he's going to be a major part in the next movie. That's why he wasn't in this one.
For the true fans, you obviously stay till the end after the credits.
The end.
The very end. Not the end and then credits. The very end after credits.
Because there was only one end credit scene in this one.
I always laugh at people when they walk out before that. Like, you're just not a true Marvel fan. Speaking of that end credit part...
Nick Fury.
Well, he dies. But just before he turns to dust... He sends a page to somebody.
The logo appears for Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
She'll be a big part of the next one too. Which,
I don't know much about Captain Marvel, but obviously she's the ultimate weapon against Thanos.
She's pretty powerful, actually. Yeah, I believe that to be true.
But they're saying that there's quite a few people that could beat Thanos, and Thor was one of them.
Thor is definitely.
But maybe if he did get him in the head, he would have won.
Wait, did Thor end up turning to dust?
No.
Oh, okay,
cool. The original Avengers, well, minus Hawkeye because he wasn't in this film, are alive.
I didn't even notice that, actually. Damn. The OG Avengers.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Each of the names of what the stones are, or the places where they're found, spell out Thanos in the end.
Do they really?
So, I'm trying to remember what the H is, but yeah, so they all spell out Thanos. So everyone was trying to guess what the Soul Stone, where it was.
Well, there you go. I did not know that.
If you haven't seen Infinity War and you've watched this video, then you obviously really don't care about like what's going on with it, and you just want to know.
I actually looked up the movie plot after you watched it. I'm like, no, I need to know.
Yeah,
what happens to Loki?
Yeah, she was asking me, and then she was then abusing me for telling her. I'm like, well, you asked.
I didn't abuse you, but I was pissed off about Loki.
I get it. He's a big character.
My butt got numb during the movie.
The first time, mine too. I got really restless, but second time. Before I knew it, it was already the final battle. I'm like, oh, well, that happened a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I highly recommend watching it again. I don't know.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it, download it, whatever. Just watch it. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Got a bit emotional. I mean, Infinity War does that. I did tear up a little bit when Spider-Man, Peter Parker goes,
we didn't even talk about
go.
We didn't even talk about that, did we?
No, because too sad. So, you know the drill. Subscribe, like, head over to Daniel's Instagram page. Again, details will be down below. Like every single picture.
And if you don't have Instagram, I do Facebook as well, so.
Boom. So, do it now. Alright, guys. I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.